Welcome back to another vlog, everybody. It's your boy Kimokazi, and today we are gonna be trying the last meals of death row inmates. Before we jump into that, drip check. You know, we got the Gucci Crocs, no socks, because guess what? We gotta let the toes breathe. Ew, put that back. We got a nice sweater, black on black with a sweater. I think it's pretty fire. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Let's jump into the video. All right, guys, before we start with the death row inmate last meals, we're gonna start off with my last meal. If I were to go to jail and I was gonna die, let's see what I would eat. I think it's about to be Mexican food, but let's go see. Okay guys, I finally got my food for my last meal if I was on death row. It's a breakfast burrito, it's some barrio tacos, and some corn, elote street style corn, guys. This is my last meal if I was on death row, so let's dig in. All right guys, so we're gonna start off with the corn. We're gonna take some chipotle mayo, I think, and mix it in. All right, first bite, bismillah. That is really good. I forgot to mention my drink on death row. I'm not sponsored. Woo, this corn is spicy, guys. The reason I'm on death row is because I'm just the best YouTuber in the game. So they're gonna kill me. But at least I get to finish off my life with some awesome food. Get some guac in it. Oh yeah, I'm happy to die. We got the breakfast burrito up next. We're gonna dip it in some guac. Bismillah. If we had ketchup, it'd be a lot better. Let me know in the comment section below what your guys' last meal would be. Mine is this breakfast burrito, tacos, and some corn. Honestly, can't go wrong. Mexican food for the win. All right, guys, before I die, we're gonna have to try the last thing we have on this plate. Tacos with lime. Let's get some sauce in it. This is a burrito taco. I haven't tried it ever, but it looked good, so why not? Oh yeah, I'll see you guys in heaven. So we had a bite of everything so far. Amazing, 10 out of 10. I am happy to die today. A happy man with all this food in my tummy. Last thing we gotta do is try our drink. Cut out Prime. Let's do this. Nice and refreshing. Guys, I'm gonna finish up with this food, and then we're gonna start off with the real prisoners that were on death row. We're gonna try their last meals. Let's get it.
A few moments later.
All right, guys, we're starting off with the first meal from a death row inmate, and it is a girl. Her name is Eileen Carol Werones. This girl shot and killed 7 men. She was a serial killer and a prostitute in Florida. That's crazy. 7 men she shot and killed. It says in the article that she shot and killed 7 men due to self-defense because they were assaulting her, but she was still sentenced to death. She spent 10 years on death row and was executed on October 9, 2002 by lethal injection. Her last meal request was, drumroll please, black coffee. Are you kidding me? We got black coffee right here. If I was dying and I was on death row for 10 years, my last meal would not be black coffee. It makes no sense. I hate coffee in general, and especially when it has no flavor or any cream in it. Let's take a look inside. Ooh, it's hot. That is the last meal of a serial killer. Oh my goodness. Black just like her soul. All right, guys, let's give this a shot. Ooh, it's too hot.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Oh yeah, she just wanted to taste death right away. I get what she means now. She didn't like this. Who likes black coffee when they're about to die? This is like, okay, I'm accepting my death, so I'm just gonna drink black coffee. Eileen, you gotta do better and stop killing men. That's hot. Oh my God. All right, guys, let's move on to the next inmate. All right, guys, so we're at the grocery store right now picking up some other last meal requests, but I thought it'd be funnier if we went for the weirdest last meals, not the craziest. Forget the steak and the lobster. I want to figure out why people were on death row for 10 years and ordered black coffee or ice cream. We need to figure this stuff out, so we're going for the weirdest last meal request. Let's get it. Guys, for our next person, we have a guy by the name of Timothy Mejia. Now, this guy is as bad as it gets. He was a domestic terrorist, and he killed over 168 people in the Oklahoma bombing. 19 of those people were children, and he injured more than 680 people. Now, Timothy was sentenced to prison for 12 years, and he was on death row. So his final last meal request was, drumroll please, me ice cream! Yeah, okay, how can you kill over 168 people, 19 of them are children, and then you request ice cream after being on death row for 12 years? This guy is insane, but let's just eat the ice cream. Oh my God, so he got mint chip, I got mint chip as well, but in the picture, his was green, mine is white, but it's almost as the same, you know? It's the same thing. All right, guys, let's eat this guy's ice cream. It's really minty. It gives me like a refreshing vibe. I don't know how someone wants a refreshing vibe when they know, okay, right after this meal, I have to go get my head chopped off. Like, how does that make any sense? And by the way, guys, mint chip is my least favorite ice cream, so if I was him, I would have picked like cotton candy or Oreo. It's better than this. But hey, this guy could have requested anything from steak, lobster, lamb, but he picked ice cream. You gotta respect it. I rate this ice cream a good 4 out of 10. Let's move on to the next person. All right, guys, so for the next one, we have another guy by the name of Jeffrey Allen Barney. Okay, now this one's a little bit crazy, and I don't even think I'm allowed to say it on YouTube, especially for my fan base. I know you guys are a little young, so it is kind of bad, but Barney was convicted of repeatedly, you know, I don't want to say the word, but it starts with an R, and he did that to her many times before he strangled her with a microphone cord. This guy has to be insane. Now, his last statement in the courtroom was, "I'm sorry for what I've done. I deserve this. Jesus, forgive me." He died on April 16th, 1986, and his last meal request was, drumroll please, Frosted Flakes! How do you do that to a girl, strangle someone with a microphone, go to jail, and then be on death row and say, yeah, I'll take Frosted Flakes? It just makes no sense. These meals are weird. Very crazy to me. You have to be a little psycho to get freaking mint chip, cereal, or black coffee. Like, what? Anyway, let's step in the shoes of Jeffrey Allen Barney and have some Frosted Flakes. This guy is really weird. We got the Frosted Flakes in the bowl. Let's put some milk. Okay, guys, let's do this. Yeah, I just committed a crazy crime, strangled someone with a microphone cord, and I'm about to die, but I'll have some Frosted Flakes. I'm not gonna lie, Frosted Flakes is all time one of the best cereals. Mwah, I love it. I'm not sure how the system works when you request a meal. I don't know if they can get you anything, but if they can, and it has to be cereal, I'm getting Lucky Charms, but only the marshmallows. Anyway, Jeffrey had a pretty good choice when it comes to cereal, but for his last meal, this is a no-go. I still rated a good 10 out of 10 because the cereal is bomb. Now let's go to the next person. All right, guys, for our next one, we have a murderer. We have James Russell on this. Okay, guys, for our next one, we have James Russell, and this guy is a murderer. He shot people, he kidnapped, and he murdered. His final last statement lasted 3 minutes, and all he did was thank his family and everybody that fought against his sentence. He spoke to his family and he said he'll carry their love. But after being on death row for many years, killing, murdering, kidnapping, and R-ing, I'm not gonna say the word, but he's a bad guy. This guy's last meal request was, drumroll please, an apple. Are you kidding me? An apple? You guys hear the sirens in the back? They're coming for this guy because it should be illegal to request an apple after being on death row for so many years. But anyway, let's take a jump into this apple. It's kind of squishy. It fell a couple times at the Ralph store. It's pretty dirty, but hey, not as dirty as the apple they gave James Russell, that's for sure. Not funny. Let's jump into it. I hate apples. This is no good. Guys, again, we're going for the weirdest, not the best last meal request because who cares about steak and lobster? I want to know why people are killing each other, performing very criminal activities, and asking for an apple. Overall, 0 out of 10. Would not recommend doing this if you're on death row. Don't get an apple. At least get a banana. It's not like he's gonna see the doctor after eating this. Yeah, let's move on to the next person. Guys, for our next person, we have Gerald Lee. That's all I got. Thank you guys for coming. No, I'm kidding. This guy was 33 years old when he was executed by lethal injection. He robbed and murdered a guy over some marijuana. He was found guilty on a double homicide murder case. And for his last meal request, you won't believe what this guy ordered. He ordered a bag of assorted Jolly Ranchers. What? Now we went to the store and we couldn't find a bag of Jolly Ranchers, so we got the next big thing, Jolly Rancher gummies. Who wants to eat Jolly Ranchers for the last meal request? Gerald does because he's actually a genius. I don't have the right Jolly Ranchers because they didn't have it in store, so I got the gummies, but think about it like this. I can eat these gummies in less than 5 minutes because they're chewable and easy. But when you have a full bag of hard Jolly Ranchers like Gerald did, this guy took at least 30 minutes on each Jolly Rancher. He got his last meal request and he got to stay alive longer than anybody in the history of meal requests. Are you kidding me? They had to wait for him to finish the whole bag, and this guy was sucking each one very slowly, I bet. That sounds weird. But he took his time on all of them. A Jolly Rancher bag comes with like 10, 20 Jolly Ranchers. He has to not chew because he'll break his jaw. So he's sucking each one, and he took hours to finish his bag, I guess, which is very genius. I applaud him for that. Anyway, let's jump into eating the gummies. If I was Gerald, honestly, I would do the same thing. You know, I love life. Having a crazy meal at the end is cool, but what's even cooler is getting to live a little longer. You know, not dying in 30 minutes. I can die in 5-7 hours, how long it takes me to suck up some Jolly Ranchers. I've never had the gummies, but I hope they're good. Guess what they taste like? Jolly Ranchers. These are really chewy, but I would prefer the hard ones over the gummy ones because I like sucking. I'm just joking. But yeah, guys, shout out Gerald for being very smart with that tactic. I rate his last meal 10 out of 10 for smartness, 0 out of 10 for goodness. I would not eat it, but it makes sense. Let's move on to the next person. All right, guys, I'm right here. We had to come in the closet where it's very dark because this one is by far the scariest one yet. This guy is very creepy for ordering this for his last meal. He goes by the name of Angel Diaz. I don't know if I'm pronouncing these names correctly, but oh boy, this guy is as bad as as it gets. He was put to death in Florida by lethal injection at the age of 55. He was sentenced to jail for death of murder, kidnapping, robbery, and so much more. For his last meal, he ordered nothing! This guy literally ordered nothing. So the cops gave him, you know, a prison meal, and he still declined. Okay, I think that's pretty bad. Like, as bad as it gets. He is badass. He literally killed, robbed, kidnapped, and said, I'm gonna die today, I'm not gonna eat. What? Round of applause for that guy as well. Wow, that is evil. He is very crazy for that. I don't know if you guys would do the same. Like, obviously you're gonna die, so what's the point? But like, if I'm gonna die tomorrow or in 10 minutes, I'm gonna eat as much junk food as possible. But this guy ordered nothing. Thank you guys so much for watching today's vlog. If you wanna see a part 2, let me know, because the stories get creepier and the meals get weirder. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had so much fun making it, and I gained a couple pounds as well. Make sure you guys check out the pecs, link in the description. They are my cameramen. Check me out. My boy Khan behind the camera, and again, she edits the videos. They do crazy food reviews, and I honestly am a big fan of their videos, so make sure you check them out. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next. Peace!